When people start in the field of covert hypnosis or even NLP in general, usually they don't know where to begin and they feel overwhelmed. And the biggest problem behind that is sequencing. Are you starting by something that is applicable for you, or are you trying to study techniques that are just too far outside of your level, or maybe techniques that are just not required for what you have to deal with right now? Most people don't even know at which level they are, and if we are being honest for a second, self-assessment and simplification of the material is definitely the hardest thing when you learn anything by yourself. Which is why usually a coach is required to tell you, you don't need all of this, you just need that one technique and you go apply this one today, nothing else. Without a coach, it is pretty difficult sometimes to figure out what do you actually need from all the things you are learning on YouTube, in books, or from other people who are at a different level than the one you are at. And in this video, I will do my best to provide for you the kind of questions and the process I would guide you through if you and I had a private coaching session together. The first question, the first step is obviously what kind of results have you been getting so far? And if you start from scratch and have never used any covert hypnosis techniques, obviously you may not have achieved much results. But whatever they are, just clarify in your mind what have you been getting so far. Did you finally hypnotize somebody at work? Did you get on a date with that girl? Did you silence somebody during a heated debate? What kind of results have you been getting so far? In order to figure out what kind of techniques you need from now, we have to understand where you are. And as I said before, most people don't even know where they are. They presume they are at level 9, whereas they are barely at level 2. So where are you right now? What kind of results, not in your head but in the real world, are you actually getting? When you attempt to hypnotize somebody or persuade somebody with NLP language patterns, what kind of basic results are you getting right now? And then the next question naturally is, what kind of results haven't you been able to get so far? What kind of results are still outside of your reach? Whenever you try, impossible to get there. What's this one? What is the one result you desperately want to get, but it is just not happening? That might be, for example, during a date, evoking some sensual states in the girl you are on a date with. Maybe that is something that your mind is pondering on, but so far you haven't been able to do this. For example, what kind of results like this are in your mind, but so far it never happened in the real world? You desperately want them to happen, but it did not happen yet. This helps to build a stairway. When you have a clear goal in mind, when you have a clear desire in mind, and you clearly know where you are, just with those questions alone so far, you might already notice that some of the techniques you wanted to figure out or master, they might not even be relevant. Maybe you just need one simple thing. In many cases that will be go practice more, but go practice more with the right tools that are useful for you, not for somebody else who is at a different level with different goals and perspectives, for you. And the third question, getting more in depth, is what do you attribute that lack of result to? The things you haven't been able to get so far, in your opinion, why haven't you been able to get that? Why haven't you been able to get there? This is really critical because right there we get into the core of limiting beliefs and limiting states. If something has been dramatic in the past because you have endured failure and it hurt you, that alone might cause you to stop making progress because you are scared of going through the same mistakes again. That alone. Also, it might be coming from a suggestion from somebody else. Maybe somebody else told you, you will never get that. And that person was pretty negative in their own life already. So they have just conditioned your mind to be suffocating with as much negativity as they suffocate from. But whatever it is and whoever it comes from, maybe you can just get on a new perspective. Something else that is no longer lying upon the foundations led by somebody who did not even want to see you succeeding. So what kind of new perspective can you start operating from? A limiting belief is anything that you think applies to you, while at the same time other human beings who are not more talented than you don't suffer from this blockage. So if you presuppose that your brain just does not work fast enough, oh, I can't use hypnotic language patterns because because when I try to hypnotize somebody, my brain does not think fast enough. I can't think that fast. Or in a debate, for example. Okay, fine. Is there at least one human being on Earth with whom that statement is not true? If that is the case, if yes, then what you said is just a belief. It does not mean you can get to that level right away. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you presupposing you can't even make one single progress is a belief. And in order to start shaking that belief structure and make it loosened up so that you no longer suffer from it, we can elaborate on question number 4. If you could break down this unseen result, the results you would like to get but haven't been able to get so far, if you could break that down into 3 simple steps. I am not saying simple because it will be easy to do, I am saying simple because it is easy to imagine. Okay, 3 simple steps that might eventually get you to that type of result with covert hypnosis you haven't been able to get so far. If you can imagine those 3 steps, which one is the first one? Which one of those 3, which one is the closest to where you are right now? Even if you haven't figured out exactly what is your current level compared to somebody else, just elaborate on, if you had to divide this big result you want in 3 different steps, which step is the closest from you right now, from where you are right now? This is a kind of mind-bending exercise because when you force your mind to think in 3 different steps, maybe there is 5, 7, 9 in the end, but when you force your mind to think in 3 different steps, you naturally, hypnotically condition your mind to think about something easier. Because naturally, if there are 3 steps, the first one is obligatorily easier to achieve than the third one. Natural principle. So when you think about those 3 steps, which one is the first one? What is the first thing, the first technique eventually you might use from everything that exists in covert hypnosis, in sleight of mouth, in NLP, in hypnotic language patterns? From all of this, which one is the first one? From the 3 steps you might go through to accomplish the results you want, which step is the first step? Which leads us into question number 5. What do you already know from all the things you have been studying from me, from Bandler, from Tony Robbins, from any kind of hypnotist you have been studying from? What do you already know from the material you have been digesting so far? What do you already know that could help you achieve that first step? What do you already know? What is already within your mind? Maybe that you don't master, but you already know about how to do it. What is already lying up there that could actually make you achieve that one first step more easily? And more importantly, what stops you now from using it? Now that we have clarified the whole thing and broken it down into one simple step, what stops you from using it today, or at least in the next few days? What stops you from simply using that one thing that definitely will get you closer to the results you want? What's your final excuse? Because it is nothing more than this in the end. It is just an excuse. Again, as Timothy Galway said, you already know more than you need, you just don't use what you know. So right here we have clarified from all the things you have been passively watching on my channel or anybody else's, from all those things, what is the first one, the main thing you can act upon today, you can start using today, or maybe you have tried using in the past and you just stopped after the first trial. What is the first thing you could use today? Because it is an incredible positive gap crossed that I noticed in some friends I helped years ago. They presupposed they had to figure out everything before taking action. They had to figure out all the steps from approaching a girl to knowing how to get into hypnotic orgasms or things like this, extremely advanced. They had to figure out all of this right away before actually approaching. And I'm like, you know, in the way I learned personally, I never knew anything about step 2. I never knew past step 1. I just knew there was this one exercise or this one thing I could eventually try. And I tried that thing. The feedback I received from that first experience is what gave birth in my mind for the second step. You only figure out steps as you go. Whenever you have tried something, you have tried using a technique, you are giving feedback to your brain to know how to adapt next time and what else you might try next time. If you just stop at passively watching content and never using anything, yeah, that's gonna feel overwhelming because there's way too much in your head, and if you don't confront that to reality, to how people adapt themselves, to how people react verbally and non-verbally to you, then you will never know which technique you need. But once you have tried at least one time, and you maybe have failed or whatever, at least now you know where to go. Even if that feels like a failure, it is actually just information getting inside your brain. With that information, you know what to do next. And if you want a simple process with 5 easy exercises and 5 easy steps I have been through myself to master the art of covert hypnosis, you have 5 steps down below for free. You can start applying today, at least the first one, and you can adapt them based on what you learned during this video if you have learned anything. And with those 5 steps, you will get into action more easily because it is broken down into manageable steps. It is nothing too hard, just simple exercises that will propel you into action more easily to test all the things you are learning. And actually, by the end of the 5th step, you might get some of the results you thought were impossible. Only if you get through all of them though. Those 5 steps are down below in the description. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon in the next video.